don't like this.
Hold your horses. We'll see what happens. We don't have much, but always enough.
She doesn't deserve...
Take a bowl.
What's she doing now?
Shush.
I don't know. I think she's freezing.
The soup is hot enough.
Maybe we should be kinder to her.
No, they don't deserve her kindness.
I should... I hope this...
If I...
Priest,
And
you still have...
just try to ignore him. I am. Hey, what are you gonna do with that?
I'm just going to borrow it.
Let's try to get along.
Thank you.
Hey, that's it.
Can't you see
It's all right. It's just...
the soup is... Eat this. You must be hungry.
Thank you. That's...
Why are you giving her soup? Dirt. That's what she deserves for dinner.
What? Do you want her to starve?
Please, don't start a fight.
Oh, you're so kind. Many people would have let me die. People don't listen to me. My entourage didn't even notice they...
Who?
My husband and his...
A fine husband you have. I divorced my...
Divorced? Oh, he's just been beside himself.
Maybe now you'll understand what loss and what you people are doing to us.
Stop bullying her!
How do they know you?
This isn't right.
Oh, I'm used to it. I guess he has to do a lot of things people... And sometimes they...
Wait. Is your husband...
I thought...
William...
Oh, please don't abandon... I swear. Really?
What's he...
I loathe him with all my heart. I had accepted the arrangement with good, but he had other people. How do you know?
He wanted to marry me when I was... Apparently he likes young girls, no matter...
You too?
He was a beast, so I refused. It caused...
You're so courageous. I can't even stand up to the...
Don't act like you didn't have a hand in the downfall of this land. For years he roamed across the country.
I'm sorry.
He's no Earl. After all he's taken from us, we should take...
She has nothing to... Don't you dare touch... Can't you see? She's another...
Oh, give over.
Can you even imagine how it must be to be a child married to Hamley? The abuse and the humiliation. I'm so sorry.
I'm crying.
Enough to know your pain.
Damn, where the hell am I supposed to tether this horse?
It's Walter. He's looking for me.
Listen, use your status. It gives you power. People will get used to doing favor those who help. So people will recognize that it pays to oblige the Lady of Shiring. And since Hamley is hated, they'll soon love you more than him.
That should do it.
Walter.
You? William would be very pleased if I brought him.
No! If it wasn't for her, I'd be dead. She saved me from the...
Did she now? Come on, we have to get back to the castle. We've lost too much time.
I won't let her go.
It's all right. Thank you for saving me.
Come on now. William is...
Dear Francis, the letters I have written to you over the years surely could be bound into a book. But only you know what my words in those letters amount to. It is different with the book I have written. It has found its way into priories throughout England and beyond. Because of my book, I may have to talk to Bishop, but that is not the only thing that... The dust storm and the drought are thanks to our town wall. We are safe from the earth. We've heard of places nearby being raided. We have enough food to last us another few weeks. But life, Martha believes that the storm is only a... I hope that... Jonathan worries about the divine. In Winchester, he heard that Bishop Henry was less than pleased. I am not naive enough to pretend I do not know why. I wrote that hope is godly. And since Henry sells hope, and I am giving it away for if the church should ask me to clarify my position. But I feel I must give our people. And how could I write anything else if this... Behind a wall in our crypt, we do not know who built, but it is likely that Prior James hid there, even after he was said to have drowned. That means he was alive when we met in Kingsbridge on the day of his... And Jack told me he saw a man in the church the night it burned down. Was that him? And if so, did he... It must be well after midnight. With you, I can be honest about what truly troubles me. Jack told me that he was responsible for the fire in Kingsbridge. I know that it was a long time ago. He told me it was an accident.
My God. Save yourselves! The Saint! We must save the Saint! Fire! The whole roof is in flames!
My God!
Don't go in there! But help us! The Saint! We must save him! No! No! Don't go!
And as horrible as it may sound, I cannot find it in my heart just now to forgive Jack. Maybe because this confession comes too late, and from a man who I have learned to trust. This is the truth. I should get some air, Francis. The storm has settled down. I don't like to indulge in I know them by, but Jonathan insisted we keep them. Later, I need time to think. Jack is still... You're... A magnificent, but I would have been more than content with the old one, had it... If James died in that fire, he was never proper, and that... No. Hello? I thought I saw someone.
Oh, it's you.
You startled me.
I thought I heard something. Was that you?
No, but I heard it too.
No. She's asleep. She returned a few hours... Damn it.
Jack.
Sorry. There's someone in the kitchen.
Yes.
Stay behind me. I'll go ahead. There's someone in here.
Outlaws. They are probably just after food. I will talk to them. All right.
He's alone.
There must have been others. Most of the food is gone.
We will not harm you. Do you hear me?
Ah! Jack! Why did you do that, you animal? I will get the others.
No!
What?
He's just a child.
Just a child. Jack forgave the child, just like that. And I forgave him. For that was what he had been when he arrived in Kingsbridge. Just a child. Who was I to judge this man for not confessing earlier what he had done? I had never told his wife, Aliena, that I was responsible for her fate. And even that night, when we all met, I did not.
The walls of Kingsbridge weren't enough anymore. The outlaws had found a way in. We weren't safe in our homes.
So this is what it has come to. Kingsbridge is under attack.
Why didn't Uncle Richard chase them away?
Why?
Now, do not exaggerate. This is not a siege.
We only saw 2 of them, and one of them was a child.
But they almost killed you.
They were just looking for food. They didn't mean any harm.
It's the drought. It destroyed all the crops. They must eat something.
Desperate or not, they're only the vanguard of a full-scale invasion.
If we had a decent Earl, the people wouldn't be starving.
It is all too easy to blame a desperate child. Forgiveness is much harder.
It is.
But forgive we must.
Can you? Forgive, I mean.
I already have.
Hamley is the reason for this. He's to blame. It's that simple.
Well, he won't be Earl for long. The Treaty of Wallingford has been signed at last. It's only a matter of time until things change.
What treaty? Winchester is in turmoil about this right now. Stephen and Maud have signed the treaty. Maud's son, Duke Henry, is to be crowned the next king.
And, by agreement, all lands are to be returned to their previous owners.
But Stephen will continue to rule as long as he lives.
The earldom will be ours again.
It will not.
Why the bloody hell not?
Bloody hell.
Language?
No one will enforce this until Stephen is dead.
What is to be done then?
Well, if they're hungry, can't we just... I'll share.
We should, and we will. But there are too...
We must do something.
Well, I cannot sit quietly. The Treaty of Wallingford is in place. I won't wait for another 17 years. Not when I'm so close to fulfilling the promise I made to my...
You're right, but it wasn't William Hamley who came here last night. It's the outlaws we need to worry about.
Well, what do we...
A few more months like this. We should support them, not fight them.
You are right, of course.
We could provide weapons for them to fight Hamley.
To fight him? You mean to pillage and plunder? That'd be more likely.
What about his mother? I've heard that Hamley still listens to her, that she still has a...
Yes! Let's tell his mother.
If we spoke to Regan Hamley, we might not need a fit.
That'll never work. We have to assault them, and even if that means fighting a...
I don't like either choice, to be honest.
Neither do I. So...
I will talk to the... Maybe we can find someone who can speak on... And if there's no one, then we will.
I'll ride with you.
You won't, Cub. Not with that leg of yours.
Your mother is right. Besides, if we all turn up, they might think we mean them harm.
Our hopes of meeting allies on the road to Shiring were fading with every mile. The only people we saw were sitting by the side of the road, broken and starving. I'd heard that Wiggly had just been raided by outlaws, leaving them almost... We entered the village. There was a weary young man trying to repair a roof. He pointed toward a ruined mill. Hamley's Mill, he called it, which used to have the right to grind. That was until a few days ago. Hamley had come to collect his share and, due to the famine, was met with empty coffers. Enraged, he'd killed the miller. As we reached Wiggly, we met a farmer tending to a scrawny chicken. She told us that Hamley had claimed ownership of all their cattle. Shortly after that, the cattle vanished. Raiders had taken it, throwing William. Some say they recognized the thieves, neighbors who had once lived among them. They were long believed to be among the dead. The fields of Huntley spurred fond memories. Here, I'd negotiated my first deal to transport and sell the farmer's wool. Soon, we reached Uncle Simon's abandoned hut. Our horses needed rest, so we wanted to leave them there while we looked around on foot. Then, I remembered how Richard had been kicked by the man William had paid to catch us. And the horrible... I asked him where he got bread in times like these. Was it stolen? No, I got it from the butcher. The people at Sally's quarry told me to ask the butcher. He blurted out. Before we could ask more, the frightened man jumped up and fled into the forest. The butcher. Was he the one we were looking for? A leader whom the downtrodden trusted? On the road to Shiring, a shrouded figure jumped into our path. It was an outlaw, fumbling a blunt sword once fit for a knight. I asked whether they, the outlaws, had a kind of leader I could speak to. His face said it all, a confused... Shiring had been declining for years. Only the cathedral had been growing. To fund the construction... The abandoned quarry was teeming with activity. Many poor souls were gathering around a fireplace, boiling... The outlaws were using a moss-covered cave and little huts as shelter. All eyes darted towards us. Their reactions were as varied as their faces. Some... Where can I find the butcher? I asked. Their faces expressed... Thank you for giving...
Weather's fine now.
Someone told us they got...
Oh, dear. Only if you bring me an animal, then...
So this is horse meat?
Do people call you the...
There is much truth in your word.
Why'd you ask?
Do you have a lot of...
You don't see it in their faces, dear. but we all have...
I asked, and we're looking for a way to...
Is that so?
We're looking to build an army to invade Earl's Castle and kill...
Oh, my. If it was that easy, someone... The poor souls I meet...
We would lead...
I'm a knight. I know how to turn...
In their condition, most of them can barely kill a chicken, let alone a man.
We'd reward them if they...
You must know we are the rightful heirs to Earl Bartholomew of Shiring, and would...
So, you're just another pair of nobles who want to use us as...
It is the best chance. This is a battle for the sake of...
It's rubbish.
We are offering you a chance to rid the land of Ham...
The last time I saw you, you showed kindness toward that young woman who was with you. I am willing to listen to a good soul.
That woman that was here, that you helped, that was Hamley's wife, is what?
Right, it's a trap.
Well, how can these people put their life at risk?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
And just like you, we had William Hamley.
But I also know that if one fight...
But they're starving, my child. Who are you to think you...
Yeah.
You!
We are the children of Bartholomew, Earl of...
Our father once ruled with a firm but benevolent hand. You must remember how good you had...
Well, better than now, but that's easy.
He did have guts, though, trying to take on...
So, you are his...
Yes, all we know...
Yeah, good point.
Yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Even if we work together, how...
You ask us to sacrifice our lives for...
There's only one person that has to die. And we have a plan that will make sure...
Is that true?
It is.
I don't believe them. Hamlet...
I could never...
Very true.
Listen to yourself. You don't sound any...
Yeah, get...
Wait!
Didn't you hear?
How can you be so dense?
We've lost them, Richard. It's probably we are on our own. If we
I will pray for you, child.
For us. And so, after 17 years, I finally returned to the place I'd once called home. Because I had failed to gain support from the people of Shiring, my only hope now was a deal with William Hamley, a woman whose possible support was only guaranteed.
Get in line and stay in line. You'll all get your chance to pay your dues to Lord Hamley, you hear? So no pushing.
Why does Lord Hamley need all that food? He's got more than enough.
Are you all right?
What to you? I'm more all right than anyone else in this crowd. Just because Lord Hamley insists on women to deliver the tributes.
Calm your...
They took... She never... Nothing...
Is Lady Regan home?
Ah, as if she... Patience, patience. Everyone will get a chance to pay their dues to Lord Hamley.
I'm looking...
Ha! No one has seen that bitch, if you ask me.
I'm just a shepherd's daughter. I have no business here.
Have you seen...
Please,
Hush. She's ignoring...
Oi, you there. Yes, I meant you. You're coming.
What? Leave her. Take me...
Well, you'll walk to the other side of the yard. You'll get yourself. And don't.
Are you done yet?
Almost. Let me just see if I... What are you doing? You need to... Don't come any closer. William has me what?
What's taking...
We don't have much time. You... So why did you...
I'm waiting!
We don't have much time.
King Stephen has declared a truce. William's tyranny is over. That's why I'm here.
And...
My brother will become the next Earl, but I'll... At the same time, I don't want to give up my wool...
I want to help you. I feel...
Can you take me?
Hugh Axe is watching me. He would... Only Walter and I are... Why... Why don't you ask...
Walter?
Don't call him that. He's not as bad as... William won't allow me to talk to him, and he... Now Lady Regan...
I will talk...
Hurry up in there! Or do you want me to come in?
I need...
No.
Oi, Sodal! You have no re...
Elizabeth...
Am I not? Have you forgotten that I killed your family's steward?
Got problems over...
I need to... I want you to...
You've got guts, I'll give you that. But why should I listen to you?
If you don't do what I...
So, you think I'm a knight? And you think Lady Hamley really cared? Don't make me... Hugh!
What?
If you let me go, I promise...
I don't believe... But it's not up to me to... I'll take you to Lady Hamley. My lady?
Elizabeth, could you get me? Yes, my lady. But first, I need you to wake up, my lady. There is some... It's the Lady Aliena.
The Lady Aliena? When did that bitch become...
I'm certain you've heard about the treaty the king made with Duke...
I have. I have also...
It is a complicated and one that makes my family the rightful owners.
Only by... There's no one who would come to enforce this.
Don't you see what your son is? Soon there won't be an earldom left to rule for anyone.
That's a... My William is a better... To think that I once wanted to marry my good Will. Not a day goes by. And that he sent that monk to Bishop Waleran to unveil your father...
What monk?
That prior of Kingsbridge. Philip of Gwynedd.
What?
Please, my lady.
Oh, don't you see what...
Are you saying that...
Yes, a messenger of gods, and we've been in control.
If you don't listen, people are starving because they're already attacking Kingsbridge.
My lady. The Lady Aliena came here...
She has only... She mocked my son.
She had every right to deny...
What? He is your husband. He's good to you.
If it wasn't for Walter, I'm sure William would have killed...
What's going on here? What's that bitch doing here?
She's trying to bargain.
She's trying to take everything.
Is she? Is she now?
Leave it.
Shut up, old man. Cut that whore up, Walter!
No. You brought this on yourself.
You bloody traitor! Someone get up here! Men! You will pay. You will all pay for this.
Is he dead?
He is. William Hamleigh is dead.
What now?
Now, we tell his men.
Drop your weapons immediately!
Behold the banner of the new Earl of Shiring!
Everyone, listen! Lord Hamleigh is dead! The castle now belongs to the former Earl's family again.
What?
You're shitting us!
It was the king's wish.
Who killed him?
He died because he refused to hand over Earl's Castle peacefully.
He died by my hand. My name is Lady Aliena of Shiring. I'm the daughter of Bartholomew, the former Earl of these lands. I've been tasked to end the tyranny of William Hamley and restore order to Shiring.
Our occupation of Shiring has been made unlawful. Every attack on us is sanctioned by the King of the English.
So what will happen to us then?
I shall tell the king that William Hamley forced you to do his bidding. That every atrocity done to the people of Shiring was his doing and his alone.
You will get your chance for redemption by helping the people of Shiring recover from your own cruelty. And by rebuilding their homes and tending to their fields.
Ali, I know that you're a much better leader than I. Without you, we would never have come this far. You never hesitated with swearing and fulfilling the oath to father. In the end, I will be the Earl in name only, but you shall be the true ruler of Shiring.
Richard, thank you.
I owe you a lot, Ali. The tyranny of William Hamley is over! The Earldom of Shiring belongs to its rightful heir. Send a messenger to Kingsbridge to let Prior Philip know that Shiring is finally free!
What is it? Why are they laughing?
You can send a messenger if you want. But there won't be much of a prior left when he arrives.
Ali, what's going on?
The Pope believes we should either burn him or make him Bishop of Kingsbridge.
I have already taken matters into my own hands. My men arrested him while Kingsbridge was left unguarded.
While his friends took Earl's Castle.
Yes.
At least in his death, William Hamley was of use to you.
Look at all these people. Seems like they're enjoying themselves.
They never change. You drooling dogs should be ashamed!
Shut up, you old hag!
Ellen?
I'm not feeling well.
I'll stay with you. Go ahead, we'll come after you. Quick, you can't be too late.
Is your mother ill?
It's not that. This is where they hanged my father.
The trial begins. The judges. Brother of Stephen, King of the English. The Right Reverend Bishop Henry of Winchester. Her Highness, the Countess Lady Aliena of Shiring. Presiding over the trial, the Right Reverend Bishop of Shiring and Kingsbridge, Wailerun, by God!
Please. The Church is not without fault. We have gathered here today before the eyes of God to accuse one of our own. He wrote in his book that the Church and the papacy are not necessary as intercessors between God and man. That God is in man. That all men are equal. And that each sinner is as close to our Lord as the Pope himself. Now, we ask God for his judgment. For his is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. Not ours, and not yours. You stand accused of heresy. Philip of Gwynedd, how do you plead? Answer!
Prior, respond to Bishop Wailerun.
I am not guilty.
Your teachings guilty.
I am deeply saddened. It may come as a surprise to you, but we had hoped to make you Bishop of Kingsbridge. Why has it come to this?
In part, I am to blame. I supported Philip. I demand that Philip be removed from his position of...
No!
And that he remain in captivity until such time that Shiring and all of England...
No!
What? Yes? Do you not agree with the Church as well, my lady?
In what way exactly are Philip's...
Philip of Gwynedd has said that each of us is in part of a godly nature. Therefore, he claims that none of us, not he, not the bishops, not even the...
Heresy! Christ made his apostle Peter his first pope. He and us, his church, hold the keys.
Yes! The Bible also tells us, let a man be known by his actions. Philip made Kingsbridge into a prosperous place for its people and for the church you claim he disrespects.
That is true, Lady Aliena.
Yes. Let a man be known by his actions. Call in Remigius.
The Prior of Shiring, Father Remigius.
My bishop.
Tell the court, Remigius, what you have told me.
For many years, I served as sub-prior of Kingsbridge. First for Prior James, then for the accused.
What was your first impression of him?
I was offended by his bluntness and accusations during the chapter discussions.
What else?
Prior Philip did not hesitate to give refuge to the people fleeing Earl's Castle in the winter that our king died.
Is that not a good deed? A true Christian act?
You do not know him as well as you think you do, Lady Aliena. Today, that will change.
Then, on the day of our first Fleece Fair, we were attacked.
I heard. It was terrible.
I tried to soothe the woman's pain by reading the scripture to her. Our master builder's wife tried to put a spell on her with poisonous herbs.
And Philip intervened?
Yes. He pushed me aside and gave the woman poison.
It is worse than I thought.
It was no poison.
And then there was the day the Virgin Mary's statue arrived in Kingsbridge. I did not believe it was a miracle.
Clearly it is a miracle. I hear of many who were healed in Kingsbridge.
Yes! Amen! Oh, Mary, bless us all!
Well, I soon realized it was a true miracle, but Philip did not. He was only after the money people donated at the Virgin Shrine. That is why I left.
He had to! Amen!
I believe there is one more thing you have not told us about. Something very important.
Yes. Philip has fathered a child!
Unbelievable! I knew it!
A son. And he raised him in the priory.
He is guilty!
Jonathan of Kingsbridge, step forward.
This is preposterous.
Is it?
Is this true? Are you Philip's son? Answer the question, Jonathan of Kingsbridge.
Or do you not want to tell? Philip used to tell us a story. Isn't that right? Well, you told the story so many times. If I remember correctly, your story goes like this. Your brother found the brother whose master...
What are you talking...
Philip tried to involve me in a conspiracy against his brother's mother and his ally, Earl Both. Philip took in all those refugees years ago because he was as he was for yours when you... That, Lady Aliena... Well...
I know that he is a trouble. We've all had to make hard decisions when indeed they were. I am thankful that I was forgiven when I made a mistake. Now I forgive him. Let us now return to the problem at hand. There is a man who witnessed how Jonathan was found in the forest. A man who can shed light on who Jonathan's father really is.
And who is that?
My husband.
Step forward. What is your name?
He is the master builder of Kingsbridge.
Is he now?
Have you lost your...
No, I have not. You know well why it would be hard for me to face you. They call me Jack. My name is Jack.
Yes.
How old were you when you allegedly saw Jonathan as a child?
12. But I know what I saw. Philip...
You were a... And what were you doing?
I was living in the forest.
They were outlaws.
Prior Remigius is the most trustworthy witness we've seen today, and his statement was quite damning to Philip. The distant memories of an outlawed child cannot...
He fathered a child!
Let him go!
He would never do that!
And yet, Lady Aliena is right. We do not know enough to judge him as harshly as you propose.
You are right. As I said, it is not up to us to judge. Philip of Gwynedd has pleaded innocent, but we ask God, as Bishop of Kingsbridge and Shiring...
This is madness!
Philip of Gwynedd will be tried and judged. If he is innocent, God will save him from the flames. If he is not, then he will burn as the heretic and sinner God has declared him to be.
No! Waileran, by God! Not this time.
It's her.
I saw the child and Francis. I was there. Philip is not the child's father. He is a fool, but he is a good man.
Then who is the father?
Tom Builder.
They are all in this together. This woman is a witch, living in sin with a thief. He was hanged in Shiring 30 years.
He was not he was a good man. You've murdered him!
What is this nonsense?
He was a thief. He stole a golden chalice.
What chalice?
The chalice of the Eucharist. He stole it from the cathedral.
Sacrilege.
Yes, Friar James of Kingsbridge.
Prior James confessed to me the night the cathedral burned down. I was there.
Prior James died weeks before that.
No.
What proof do you have? Is that the chalice? You said it was melted down and sold.
Fall not for their lies. That could be any chalice. This does not prove a thing.
Where did you find this chalice?
In a secret chamber. We believe Prior James hid it because he felt guilty for full.
Bishop Henry, he speaks the truth.
Order! I will give you until sunset to produce a witness who can prove your accusations against Bishop Waileran. Not just this chalice. If you fail to do this, I will make sure you are Philip of Gwynedd. You will... The trial recommend...
We need a witness.
What are you doing there?
I've seen you draw up plans for a cathedral. Maybe we can do something similar to find our witness. Let's see. Your father.
He looks just like you.
My grandmother said...
And Bishop Whaler, what are the Maybe. By
Good idea.
Jack's father.
Maybe he's still...
Bishop Whaler and his...
Mother says Waleran was behind my father's death.
And Bishop Whaler, Percy Ham, back then he and
If they were all there...
And only...
Hardly. Why would these three men work together to falsely accuse your father?
He was on the White Ship. No one survived that night. No one lived to tell the story.
Yes. He was the sole survivor.
And then they killed him. But why? William Hamley's father. Now. And what about the ship?
I wonder if my father...
Waleran
I wonder if my...
Percy Ham...
One less...
And wait...
What about Regan Hamley? She survived.
She was taken to her townhouse in Winchester.
Why would Whaler and Percy and James be concerned about the White Ship?
The son and heir of King Henry. I heard that Stephen was supposed to be on the ship as well, but became ill. He was the only...
And he tried to stop Stephen and paid... Maybe my...
What about the king?
If the White Ship is involved, then it's likely that Waleran was told by King Stephen to murder your father.
But he was not king back then. Why would Waleran listen to him?
He was promised to become bishop.
Of course.
Remember, Bishop Henry is Stephen's brother, and back then... It is all we want. We find a... Henry would have...
Are you sure?
It's our best...
James was the
That's where...
But we...
As we found, Philip
But Bishop Henry wants a witness. The chalice isn't enough.
But it's an important...
James claimed that your father had stolen the chalice and sold it. But instead, James himself hid it in King's...
We found his...
That secret chamber is... Everyone thought Prior James was dead. That he broke into the ice. And now we know he was hidden away.
Why did his monks believe...
Sub-Prior Remigius told everyone he had found James' rosary by the river, so everyone thought the body had been washed away. They buried an empty...
But how is Remigius...
Philip told me that Remigius was there when Waleran made Philip prior. Waleran and Remigius knew each other.
And Remigius recognized my mother when we arrived in Kingsbridge. He must have been there. I think Remigius knows all about this.
Is it possible that Waleran told Remigius to make Prior James...
When James started talking to the devil.
But for some reason, Remigius hid him away. But Waleran never knew. Yes, that explains why he really didn't believe you. When you said you had seen...
Where James died, after all.
We have to find Remigius. He's our witness.
Let's hurry. It's getting dark already. The trial will continue soon.
He's right.
I'll go look for him.
Take care. And Jonathan.
Yes?
We will talk later?
All right. Remigius, now where are you? Have you seen Father Remigius, the Prior of Shire?
He was here.
Where's he?
What are you? Yeah!
Oh, he... Hello? No one's home. No one's home. Everyone left for the... There is nobody... There is... I don't see anyone.
No one may approach.
Why not?
Bishop Henry's orders.
All right. Brothers?
What is it?
Have you seen the Remigius?
We have not. And now we must be... Do you want to go?
No.
Are you?
Yes.
I...
He's a good...
Hey!
Look at your... Who are...
Wait!
Remigius? I don't think he's here. Wait, was that him? I think I saw him. Hello? The door's open. Is anyone there?
You had one task.
By God! No!
Our bishop is very displeased.
No! What are you doing?
I'm doing what is asked of me.
Stop it!
No! Stay away! This does not concern you! No!
Who told you to do this?
No one!
Why did he do this to you?
I will tell you. I will tell everyone.
Do you have a witness?
Father Remigius, Prior of Shiring.
Where is Timothy?
What they told you is true. Bishop Waleran wanted the jongleur Jacques Cherbourg dead. He ordered our Prior James to frame him. And so he did.
This is a lie!
Is it?
James lost his mind because of what he did for you. He was about to tell everyone the truth. And then you ordered me to kill him.
Nonsense!
Let him speak.
I couldn't do it. I hit him, but he died in the fire. Jack saw him. It was him. I found the bones after the fire, and I buried them.
You should put an end to this, Henry. You really should.
Why would I?
You should stop this, for your own sake. You knew about all this.
Why would I care if that jongleur lived or died?
Your brother cared. The jongleur survived the sinking of the White Ship. He saw how your brother's men killed the king's family so that he could take the throne.
This is preposterous.
Bishop Henry and King Stephen ordered us to kill the man. You want the truth? That's the truth. Right there.
It is not. Waleran is a liar.
Regan Hamley.
Who is she?
I have waited long enough for this day. It is time I raise my voice. The woman, Ellen, she spoke the truth. 3 men were responsible for the death of the jongleur. James, the Prior of Kingsbridge. The Sheriff, my husband, Percy Hamley. But it was Waleran who was behind it. And only Waleran.
No!
He had heard rumors about the White Ship, about our king. He had hoped to win the king's favor by hanging an innocent man.
But it was not just me. They all knew.
Take him away.
This is for taking my husband's life.
It was Waleran!
We did it! It's over!
Yes, it's over.
Thank you, Lady Hamley.
This monk must learn his lesson.
The Pope would agree. This trial is not over. Philip pleaded not guilty, but he challenged the teachings and the authority of the Church. The ordeal of fire will take place. To show that the Church is not above God. To show that my brother, the King of the English, is not above God. Not we, but God shall judge this man.
This is madness!
No! He can't do this!
Philip! No! You cannot do this!
This is now a matter of the Church, Lady Aliena. My brother, the King, and I accepted the traitor Waleran into our midst. We were fools and sinners, even if we did not know. I pray that our Lord will save Philip from these flames, for his salvation shall be a salvation for all of us sinners.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Light the pyre!
My God, there must be something we can do!
Stop this madness!
Oh, joder. Wyszukamy stania Stasia, jakim cudem?
Ah, Philip.
It is so good to
Tell me, how are things at St. John in the Forest?
Francis is well.
That is wonderful.
Yes, he enjoys the life there. You look worried, Jonathan.
Well, you have a visitor. He just arrived.
Is that not a good thing, Jonathan? Who is it?
That is just it. I wasn't sure if you wanted to see him.
It has been a long time.
Ah, yes, it has.
I had to know.
Know what?
The truth is, I never saw God. Or the devil. Have you?
Oh Lord, deliver us from evil. Our Father, who art in heaven,
My God,
hallowed be
there
thy
must
name.
be something we can
Thy
do.
kingdom come,
Stop this
thy will be done on earth as it is
Are
in
you
heaven.
blind? Do you not know that a fire will burn any man, no matter who he is?
Why are you doing this?
After Wayland's words, there is doubt in their hearts about my motives, about my brothers. No words can erase that doubt, but God can. Our Lord is a cleansing fire.
He's still alive. It's a miracle. He is among us. God is here.
How is this possible?
It's all a matter of perspective.
We have to stop this!
No, Jack. Come.
My God.
No, but that's what they see. That's what they believe.
The water. It's dousing the flames. It's a trick.
To them, it's a miracle.
The justice of our church. I believe Philip understands that now. His book will be destroyed. If you or your friends ever mention the White Ship again, I promise you will take Prior Philip's place. And God will not be as forgiving.
Their faith in you and your church is restored. I say it was worth sparing that monk's life. Promise me that Waylaran will suffer.
Philip?
Yes?
Did you see God? Did he save you that night?
I told him. He only smiled at me. I never saw him again, as long as I lived.
Philip is back.
Philip!
Did you walk all the way? Again?
Just part of it.
Old fool.
Ellen stayed in Kingsbridge. I thought I had lost God, that he did not watch over us. But now I see him every day. He is in the good we do, in how we show our love. Jack's hands had become rough, his hair grey, but his eyes still burned bright like hot coals.
It's good to see you.
Aliena's gaze could be as stern as her father's had been, but her heart and wit made her a leader people did not follow out of fear, but out of respect and loyalty.
Jonathan told us you had a visitor.
Just an old friend.
What do you think of this window?
Jonathan came to look more and more like his father, Tom. As Prior of Kingsbridge, he is also a builder of sorts.
I use mostly warm colours. What good are the large windows if it feels cold?
Sally is as stubborn and as gifted as her parents. It is her stained glass windows the light is falling through. She has children of her own now.
And I'd like to show you the plans for the new cloister.
Tommy will be the next master builder, and is as silent as his grandfather was. Once I heard him admonish his father to be more serious at work. Jack only smiled. He knew Tommy was right. Martha stayed in Kingsbridge as well. She was always there for every one of us.
Is the judge done now?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him yourself?
Is the judge done now?
It will never be done. Not in my lifetime. Not in yours.
Remember us for what we did, for who we were, and maybe for what we tried to be. And when you turn your eyes to our cathedral, maybe you will see yourself.
I zakończyliśmy grę. Tak. O tak, o tak, o tak, o tak. Zakończyliśmy grę. Dodatki 8. Koniec. Dziękuję, że oglądaliście. Do zobaczenia w następnych